If you haven't been able to save money this year, it's probably not the government's fault, not your boss's fault, not your salary's fault, it's yours. And I'm not saying that to judge you, I'm saying it because as long as you keep repeating the same financial mistakes, nothing will change. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people aren't financially stuck because of one big catastrophic decision. They're stuck because of small habits that seem harmless, but quietly sabotage their money every single day. And you might not even realize you're doing it. In this video, I'm going to break down the 10 most common mistakes that are keeping you from saving money this year. And more importantly, I'll show you how to fix each one. If you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck, tired of the debt cycle, and you want to finally build a safety net that gives you real freedom, this might be exactly what you need to hear today. Because it's not about how much you make, it's about what you do with what you have. So, let's get straight to it. If you truly want to change your financial life this year, the first step is to stop making these mistakes. And the first one is something most people do without even noticing. It might actually be the habit that keeps you farthest away from the money you want, living like you earn twice as much as you actually do. You're not broke because you earn too little. You're broke because you live like you earn twice as much. It's the apartment that eats up half your paycheck. DoorDash almost every day, streaming subscriptions you barely use, impulse purchases on Amazon, and of course, that credit card always sitting near the limit. And the worst part, it all feels normal because everyone around you is doing the same thing, but everyone is also in debt. You don't need a new income stream before adjusting your lifestyle. You need discipline before expansion, because as long as you spend like you're wealthy, you'll stay broke. The first step is simple. Live below your means. Cut the excessive expenses. Focus on what's essential. Create breathing room in your budget. This isn't about deprivation, it's about stopping the self-sabotage. Living below your means today is what allows you to live with real freedom tomorrow. So stop trying to look rich. Start building real wealth, because those are two very different things. And that difference is what separates the people who grow from the ones who sink. The second mistake is this: not knowing where your money is going. You've probably experienced this. You reach the end of the month and think, where did my money go? It feels like it just disappeared. That happens when you live on autopilot. You get paid, you pay a few bills, you swipe your card at the grocery store, order Uber Eats, buy something you saw on Instagram, grab something random on Amazon, and just like that, your money is gone. This is more common than you think, because no one ever taught you how to manage money. They only taught you how to work for it. But money without direction always disappears. And if you don't know where it's going, you'll never know how to make it grow. Start simple. Take 10 minutes a week to review your expenses. Use an app, a Google Sheet, even a notebook. It doesn't matter what you use. What matters is clarity, because only people who know exactly how much they earn and exactly how much they spend can make intelligent decisions. If you avoid this, you'll stay trapped by your paycheck month after month. Now here's the crazy part. Even when people finally see where their money is going, they still make the third mistake. And it's just as dangerous, trading future freedom for immediate pleasure. It's the classic, I deserve this, after a long week at work, so you reward yourself. Dinner out, new clothes, a gadget you don't need, a weekend trip on a credit card, all to compensate for daily stress. But here's the problem. That constant reward becomes a cycle. You work, you stress, you spend to feel better, then you work even more to pay for what you spend. That's not freedom. That's a prison disguised as comfort. Change the question. Instead of asking, how good will this feel right now? Start asking, how much will this cost me later? Because the person who learns to delay immediate pleasure gains something no amount of money can buy: long-term peace. And then comes the fourth mistake. It sounds harmless, but it destroys any attempt to save money, waiting until the end of the month to save what's left. Let's be honest, there's never anything left, because the logic is broken from the beginning. when you say you'll save whatever is left, you're already making your future the lowest priority. And your brain understands that. It will always find a way to spend everything first. A happy hour, a flash sale, a last-minute trip, or just the impulse to buy something for no real reason. Saving money cannot be an end-of-month plan. It has to be the first move. The moment your paycheck hits, pay yourself first, even if it's $50, $100, $200. Start small, but start intentionally. Because if you can't save when you earn little, you won't save when you earn more. The shift begins when you prioritize your freedom over your comfort. The next mistake many people make is this: believing they'll only be able to save money once they start earning more. This is the fifth mistake, and it's one of the most dangerous ones because it sounds logical, but it's a trap. The truth is, if you can't save $100 while earning less, you won't save $1,000 when you earn more. Because the real problem isn't just how much you make, it's how you manage what you have right now. There are people making $8,000, $10,000 a month, living paycheck to paycheck, in debt, out of control. And there are people making $2,000 a month who manage to save, invest, and build a financial cushion. Why? Because saving money is a habit, not a salary level. If you don't build discipline now, your expenses will grow the moment your income grows, and usually even faster. The secret isn't a bigger paycheck. It's developing control before abundance arrives. Because without control, more money just creates bigger problems. Now let's say you are trying to spend less. You are trying to save more. There's still another mistake that might be sabotaging your progress, and you might not even realize it: letting your money sit still. This is the sixth mistake. Some people manage to save, but they leave their money sitting in a checking account, where it slowly loses value and stays easy to spend. Or worse, they leave it in a basic savings account thinking they're investing because it earns a tiny bit each month. Here's the reality: if your money isn't growing faster than inflation, it's shrinking. Most Americans were never taught this because no one talks about it in school. But if you don't put your money to work, you'll have to work for money for the rest of your life. And you don't need complicated investments. You don't need to pick stocks tomorrow. Even moving your savings to a simple, low-risk fund or a high-yield savings account already puts you in a different game. Money sitting still is wasted opportunity. Make it grow, even if it grows slowly, because if you expect to build wealth only through physical effort, you'll burn out before you ever get there. Another mistake that destroys your financial progress is trying to look successful before you actually are. And social media fuels this every single day. You see someone posting a luxury trip, a new car, a picture-perfect lifestyle, and suddenly you feel like you need to keep up, so you buy the expensive sneakers, finance the new iPhone, put the vacation on a credit card, all to maintain an image that deep down you know isn't sustainable. But here's something most people don't realize: a lot of the people who look like they're winning online are just as in debt as you are, sometimes even worse. The difference is they hide it well, and here's the truth: you're not competing with them. Your game is different. It's not about appearance, it's about freedom. Anyone who tries to look rich before building wealth only delays their own progress. Focus on building a solid foundation first. Save, invest, grow quietly. Because real success doesn't need to be broadcast. It speaks for itself. And once you truly understand that, you start playing at a completely different level. The eighth mistake is a poison that steals your motivation and paralyzes your progress. Comparing your financial life to other people's, and even worse, feeling behind because of it. You look around and see people your age buying houses, starting businesses, investing heavily, looking like they're years ahead of you, and you start asking yourself, where did I mess up? But here's what you don't see. You don't see the inheritance they received, the parent who helped with the down payment, the connection that got them the job, or even the emotional price they're quietly paying behind the scenes. Comparing your life to someone else's is like running a marathon while staring at the runner next to you. Eventually, you trip. Everyone has a different starting point, a different reality, a different pace, and you have to respect yours. What truly slows you down isn't being behind someone else. It's wasting energy feeling inferior because of it. Focus on your progress, not someone else's highlight reel. The only comparison that matters is whether you're better than you were yesterday. The ninth mistake is one of the most common, and at the same time, one of the most dangerous: delaying important financial decisions. You know you need to organize your finances, cancel that useless subscription, start saving, learn about investing, but you keep pushing it back. I'll deal with it next week. I'll figure it out later. I just don't have time right now. And meanwhile, time keeps moving, interest keeps growing, opportunities disappear, and the hole gets deeper. Financial procrastination is dangerous because it creates the illusion of control. You think you're in charge just because you know what needs to be done. But knowing and doing are completely different things. And here's the truth: the person who waits for the perfect moment to fix their finances never starts. There will always be a bill due, an unexpected expense, a new distraction. Change doesn't begin when everything is calm. It begins in the middle of the chaos, because waiting for the right time is exactly what keeps you stuck. And when it comes to money, every month you delay has a cost. And finally, the 10th mistake: believing that someone is coming to save you. Maybe it's the government, a dream job, a lucky break, an inheritance, a relationship, or that magical YouTube video that promises to make you rich overnight. That mindset is a shortcut that only leads to frustration, because while you wait for someone to rescue you, you avoid taking responsibility for your own life. And here's the hard truth: no one is coming, no one is going to show up with a perfect solution. There is no perfect moment. The only person who can change your financial reality is you, through the decisions you make every single day. That might sound heavy, but it's also freeing. Because if the responsibility is yours, the power is yours too. The power to turn things around, to build a new reality, to create the freedom you want. But for that to happen, you have to stop waiting and start acting. Now that you know the 10 mistakes that are keeping you from saving money, the real question is, what are you going to do about it? Watching this video until the end already puts you ahead of most people, but it only matters if you apply what you heard. Change doesn't happen overnight. It starts with small, consistent, intentional decisions, cutting one unnecessary expense, saving $50 at the beginning of the month, saying no to an impulse purchase, reviewing where your money is going, and most importantly, taking control. Because as long as you live on autopilot, nothing changes. But the moment you act with intention, everything changes. So tell me in the comments, which of these mistakes have you made the most? And which one are you gonna fix starting now? If this video made sense to you, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. I'll see you in the next video. And until then, remember, financial freedom begins with daily responsibility.